Welcome 2025. Hope that you enjoyed your celebrations from the holidays as well as from last night. Wanted to hop on for this little introductory episode as season 3 will early release starting today. And with that, there are going to be some changes to the podcast. Looking forward to having more frequent episodes, at least every 3 weeks, as well as more interview-based episodes, whether it's with business owners or even with special guest co-host that got a chance to take part in whether it be an event, going to a restaurant, a bar, you name it, and just bringing them on to kind of have a versatile opinion, point of view, and experience. So, looking forward to these changes to take place. And it just kind of seemed right to set off this change as we step into the new year. And with the new year, as most are aware, we tend to embrace renewal and growth. And so that is what we are looking forward to with the podcast. Um, as well as finally posting video-based podcasts. So you can look forward to that. Very excited for with the interview-based ones and things to hopefully be able to walk through businesses or showcase what the business has to feature while kind of running those interviews. Obviously, Zoom interviews are totally fine, but I think it'll be really neat to really feature and showcase that way because if you aren't someone that just wants to listen and you want to have that visual component, then you'll have that visual component. Additionally, you can look forward to a lot more articles being posted on the website. So make sure to check those out. Link in the show notes as well as on the social media pages. And as always, Instagram is going to really be your behind the scenes, if you will, like VIP access to One of a Kind Milwaukee since not everything can make its way into the podcast episodes. And since they are only every 2 to 3 weeks, not everything can go in there and things are going to be potentially lapsed or, just not taking place at the same time, especially when it comes to stories. Stories are going to be the most live in the moment as things are taking place. So make sure to follow One of a Kind MKE on Instagram. That's the number one of a kind MKE. Additionally, who knows if it's going away or not, but there's also TikTok, same social media name. So currently, from Girls Weekend in Brookfield, the arrival video is blowing up. It is crazy. Every day I go into it, the numbers just keep going, and the conversation is just so neat to see because people are just like, wait, you went to Brookfield? I live in Brookfield. Or the conversation is just what one would have hoped kind of from that weekend. So, really looking forward to doing more girls' weekends in the future, hopefully 2 to 3 per year season. Also, with the season 3, looking forward to branching out to more areas in the surrounding of Milwaukee and connecting, like I said, with a lot more, whether it be friends or family taking place on the episodes or even other digital content creators. So greatly looking forward to all of that. So let's go into what's taking place in 2025. As with last year, dry January, it's on the list. Uh, it didn't go too crazy. Didn't go too cry for New Year's Eve celebrations, but definitely had fun. Unfortunately, that Mad Planet line was so long, and after waiting over a half an hour in the freezing cold, no jacket, even though we said we were going to bring jackets and then we didn't bring jackets. Isn't that always the case? Uh, yeah. Found out they were at capacity. I don't even know what the temperature was, honestly. So ended up looking up to see what's taking place and ended up at Kelly's Bleachers on Blue Mound in Wauwatosa. Oh my gosh, we had a blast. It was so fun. I haven't been there in forever. I went there once to volunteer for a Tosa East high school reunion. Okay, because I thought it would be cool to have like current like high school students, and I had babysat for someone whose reunion it was for. And that was, I think it was Kelly's Bleachers. Yeah, it was. So, but that was my only experience in there, and I literally just went in as far as, the entrance because I was like doing check-in and food was brought to us and drinks were brought to us. So, but yeah, went in and they had like some really neat drink specials in terms of like all you can drink until like 12:30. There was like a $30 one, a $50 one, and I think there was one that was above that. But the first one was just all beer on tap, and then the next one was the beer on tap and like rail liquor, which had we gotten there actually at the start of the night and like didn't have anything before, like that was actually a really good deal. But there was no cover to get in there. So we got in, and the one side of the bar where the large bar is had kind of just like a lot of oldies music playing, which I was totally jamming to. They have pull tabs, always a sucker for pull tabs. Oh my gosh, Andrea, you need to bring your pull tab in that you won. You didn't turn it in. But then the other side of the bar, they had is a lot larger. And then they had a DJ who was playing like more of today's music, but then mixing in some oldies, like goody oldies for, dancing. And then they also had, we realized when we left, like a whole nother section to that area of the bar that had like beer pong and stuff going on. So, um, I would totally go there again next year for New Year's Eve and curious to see what other things they put on there. So, definitely check out Kelly's Bleachers. Anywho, January, dry January is happening again. So if you're looking to be a part of it, really it's just like taking a break from alcohol and resetting habits, improving health, those kind of things. So first time ever was last year doing dry January. I don't drink a lot, okay? It's very definitely a social drink. Like I don't come home and have a glass of something or anything like that. Totally fine if you do. I just never could do that. I've tried, trust me. Um and so looking forward to doing it again and really gonna kick it off with, and I'm so excited to finally go to this event, the NA Day Dry January Festival. It's hosted at the Cooperage and they do sell out every year. Currently, there are still tickets, but they sell them at the door. So it's like $20 in advance, $30 at the door, and there's over 50 products, and it's all non-alcoholic drink market products. So you're going to see a range of items in that category. And then they even have like a DJ playing music and everything. And again, that's on January 4th. It's from 12 to 4 with the Cooperage, and it's hosted by Milwaukee Record. And they've done this for a few years. And finally, I don't have something taking place on the day that it's happening. So really excited to check it out. Looking forward to any of the vendors they're interested in doing like mini interviews. Going to do some mini interviews on site, so look forward to hearing those as well as a recap. And the reason for the recap is this is an annual event, so you know that way you can be like, hey, I'm adding that to my agenda next year if you weren't able to attend this year. So really looking forward to that. And again, Curious Elixirs is partnering with the podcast. So they are sending their items, and I'm going to get together one or two friends to do an episode based with Curious Elixirs and trying the elixirs. So kind of doing like a blind taste test, if you will, walking through the Curious Elixirs quiz, all that fun stuff. Is a really neat product, and they're not local, but it's really good. Like it tastes really good. It comes in a really nice crafted, gorgeous packaging, you know? So like we just love when things are all nicely put together, you know? So I'm sure that there's a lot more things taking place, and I don't know about you guys, but definitely have noticed the restaurants in Milwaukee and surrounding hopping on the mocktail zero proof NA beverage, you know, whatever category or however you call it, game. Hands down. I feel like and it's not just in the way of like here's some juice. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really creating mocktail, like true craft mocktails and making them look nice, like giving you that full feel of a really nice fancy drink. Because that's really all we want is a fancy drink, you know? So I think that that's really neat that that's just becoming more and more. I know Art of Joy, I think most their items can come like zero proof, and they even put like a nice little swizzle stick in there, and it says that it's zero proof, so you know that that's, you know, one of the zero proof versions. I think it's neat. I think it's neat that it's becoming more and more present. So looking forward to dry January. It's here already. What am I talking about? We got a little brain fuzz going on still from last night. Am I on 3 hours of sleep? Maybe. That's okay. I am also looking forward to two other events. They take place in February, hoping to attend both of them. They're the same weekend. And I actually would attend both with my dad because they are both totally something that he would thoroughly enjoy. The first, I actually gifted to him last year for Christmas, and it was really neat. It's the Mama Tried motorcycle show, and it takes place at the rave. And let me tell you, the awe of walking into the rave and just seeing like hundreds of motorcycles in that space. Because if you've ever been in the rave, like for a concert, right? Also, it's usually like dark in there. It's all lit up. Like you can like see the beautiful like architecture of the space as well, which is really neat. But these bikes are just stunning. There are some stunning pieces, some very unique pieces, and it's just really cool. They do like flash tattoos on site. There's a bunch of merch for sale. There's like several areas with vendors. There's several raffles for bikes that are done. So that's February 22nd and 23rd. And again, that's at the rave, and that's the Mama Tried Motor Show. So hoping to check that out because it is a pretty neat show. Did it for the first time last year, and it's pretty awe-inspiring. Definitely recommend, like, if you're gonna go on day two, get there at the beginning because bikes do start leaving. We were there actually almost the full. We were there a couple hours because it takes so much time to get through all the bikes, and then you also have the merch, and there's just so much to look at and so much to do. They do also do 2 day passes. They even had like a barber there. It was really, really cool. So and then the other one is on February 23rd, hoping to attend the 102.9 The Hog Bacon Fest. And this has taken place more than once as well. And it's hosted at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. And it has bacon. So who doesn't love bacon? Um, it's actually funny. I like bacon, but I'm very picky about how I have my bacon. And honestly, I just prefer my bacon to be bacon, you know, like by itself or on a sandwich. Other ways, not so much. Not so much cheese. Anywho, there's like different ticket tiers because they kind of have it so people are staggering in, which we like when that happens with events that have tastings because it just helps with the flow, right? So they do like VIP sessions, which allow you in the space a little bit sooner than the rest. But basically, there's a first wave, and then they kind of give themselves like a break, probably to, you know, get everything like refilled, et cetera, little breaks for themselves. And then there's a second wave, and the VIP allows you in a half an hour before the normal attendees, and everybody gets bacon. Everybody gets a limited edition Bacon Fest bib. Okay. But the VIPs get also a general admission ticket to Summerfest. So, and then it also says they have a lot more that they're adding as they go along with the tickets. So the regular tickets are $35 and then the VIP session is $50. So, but if you consider like you're getting a Summerfest ticket, I don't know how much Summerfest tickets are right now, but I feel like aren't they like 25, I think, or 30? Who knows? I don't even know if it keeps going up. I don't know. I You know what I do to get my Summerfest tickets? I donate blood. I donate blood with the blood center when they do their Summerfest ticket drive. Donate blood today and then later to get your Summerfest ticket. Just pay attention. They do it. They do a lot for like donors. So I cannot donate a whole lot because I almost pass out every single time. But I do my best, right? I do my best. Anywho, that's the episode. It's a little bit longer than expected, but I know how to rattle. I know how to talk. That's for sure. That is another thing too, looking to keep all episodes under 30 minutes. So look forward to that as well because I feel it just makes more sense, especially if you're like listening on your commute or something like that. I feel like most commutes are under 30 for the most part. So hopefully it makes it fit into your schedule a little bit better. So thank you again for listening. Looking forward to 2025. So many really cool things already on the docket. And have a marvelous day. Until next time.